everybody, and thanks for joining Stamp with Tracy for today's Well Wednesday. Today I'm going to make a special fold card that I really like, and there's a lot of different ways to make these cards, and tonight I'm going to show you two different styles that I've worked on. So it's called the Double Z Fold card, and you can make it many different ways. You can find tons of tutorials out there, tons of YouTube videos, Pinterest ideas. But tonight I'm going to show you two different styles that I liked that I'm working on. So I'm using the Very Best Occasions stamp set for my sentiments tonight. I'm using the dry brushed metallic 12 by 12 designer series paper. Now you'll find this item online. It is not currently listed in a catalog, but it is available as one of the exclusive online purchases, and that's item number 160837. And again, that's the dry brushed designer specialty designer series paper, and it came in two colors. It's like a rose gold and a soft succulent light colored pretty peacock. Absolutely gorgeous paper, a lot like the new oxidized specialty paper in the new mini catalog holiday. Well, we don't call it a holiday catalog anymore, but our December current to December mini catalog, and it's very similar to that. We also will be using the distressed gold 12 by 12, and you can find this in the annual catalog on page 127. And again, that's called Distressed Gold Designer Series Specialty Paper. And then I'm using the Earthen Elegance Designer Series paper that can be found on page 130 of the annual catalog for 23-24. So hopefully I said all of that correctly with my dates and things. But just about everything tonight is from the annual catalog, and it is also an online exclusive that you can order through an item number that is not currently listed in our catalog. So the first thing I'm going to show you is I have a piece of basic black, and this is 11 inches by 4 1/4, and then it is scored at 2 3/4 of an inch and 5 1/2. Okay, and then I have a smaller one that this is what we call our fold mechanism, our Z fold mechanism. And this piece of basic black is 9 by 3 and scored at 3 6. Then I have that beautifully, oh gosh, I keep forgetting the name of it. Dry brushed metallic 12 by 12 specialty paper. And I'm using the greenish and copper. It sort of looks like it could be gold too. Okay, and this piece is cut 5 1/4 by 4 inches, and these two are 4 inches by 2 1/2. So let's first add those to our card base. Somewhere here on my desk there is my stamp and seal. And that'll line up just 1/4 of an inch smaller all the way around. And then the other two pieces. Gosh, can you believe September is almost over already? It's so hard to believe we're actually into autumn. And boy, it came in with a bang. If you live anywhere near I live, between Maryland and Pennsylvania, all the beautiful storms and rain and everything that we received. Down in Ocean City, Maryland, they had quite a bit of flooding. Luckily, where I am in Berlin, we didn't flood. Looks like I might need a new blade on my trimmer. I'm getting a few rough edges on my cuts. Okay, so there we have that, and that's how that's going to work. Okay, then next we're going to go ahead and build our what we call the smaller base Z fold mechanism. Okay, so what I have here is I used the gold foil paper, and that is 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. And then I used basic white, which was 2 1/2 by 2 1/2. And I used the stitched Whimsey dies on that. Absolutely love those. They don't cut. They just give you that beautiful little Whimsey design on there. And it comes in all different sizes, so you cut your cardstock accordingly, and then you use that to put in a beautiful design around it. Absolutely love those stitched Whimsey dies. So the first one, saying happy birthday, I am going to go ahead and put that on the first, section. And this will be just a 1/4 inch smaller there. And then the other one with the print on it, I am going to put that in the last section. And then I have the one in the middle, and I decided to just leave that blank at this point. I may, decide to put something pretty in there. A little, maybe another little one of these gold leaves or something. Now, I will say these gold cutouts that I have are from some retired dies that I have. But there's some beautiful current dies that you can get, beautiful greenery type things cut out. So these came from... I believe it was Forever Fern, which was one of those stamp sets I'll never get rid of, and die sets. So we have that. Now we need to add it to this here. So the first thing I want to do is figure out exactly where it's going to go. And right now, I'm only gluing the bottom one and the top left. So what I want to do is I want to get it centered. So I have adhesive just on the left side of this front here. And I think I'm pretty much centered there. And then I have adhesive on the back. So now I'll press that down, and then I have my Z-fold. Okay. Now I also wanted to put some pretty cutouts of some gold pieces behind that. And I will add just a little bit of liquid glue to those little backs just to hold that down. So again, these were cut from some retired, but there's some beautiful things in our current catalog that you can use for this. And then this one here, I will do the same thing. So I'm just going to lift, and because it's on this beautiful foil type paper, it basically will... I think I might do, a little thought here, is go ahead and cut some of this off and then maybe glue that onto, let's see, this centerpiece here that I was thinking about doing. I'm just going to cut that right there. And then I'm going to go ahead and add that liquid glue. Just a few little spots here, because it's going to be holding pretty much where I had the adhesive. And like I said, since that adhesive is on this foil type paper, it did let me lift it very easily. So then we have that look like that. And maybe we'll just add, whoops, sorry, losing my thing here. Maybe we'll just add a little bit and put that right in the center. So there we go. We'll have a little something in that center piece. right here. So then there we have it. And that is, again, a double Z-fold. So the Z-fold is the top, and then another piece on the inside to make it a double Z-fold. Absolutely love this beautiful gold distressed paper. Love this dry brush specialty paper. And it's a lot like that new oxidized paper that's in the current mini catalog that I was just talking about. Then let me show you another one that I did. Now, this is what I would call a middle design double Z, because this is in the center. You can do one on the top, you can do it in the center, and then there's one that I did on the bottom. So this is the Earthen Elements Designer Series paper. Earthen Elegance Designer Series paper I was telling you about. So this was a full sheet of 12 by 12. And I cut it down. And again, the same measurements that I had before. This is 5 1/4 by 4. And this is 4 by 2 1/2 to make these two pieces. This one is on a piece of Early Espresso as my background. Used a piece of Mossy Meadow, and that was 10 1/2 inches by 1 1/2, and scored at 5 1/4 and 7 7/8. And when you glue this down, you just make sure this end meets here and this end meets here, and then it becomes that Z-fold like that. And on this one here, again, I used the Best Occasions what did I just say that was called? The Very Best Occasions, right here next to me, right in front of me. It would have bit me had it been any closer. Thinking of You, and then With Comfort and Love. And this is an old stamp set that I had that was called something Autumn from last year that I absolutely loved. Autumn Goodness. And I had a bunch of die cuts and stuff that I saved from that last year, and I thought that would look really pretty as a nice autumn card. And Thinking of You, With Comfort and Love. This could be a sympathy card. This could just be for somebody who's not well, recovering from some type of surgery, or just ill. So this is what I call the bottom double Z-fold card, because it's all the way down on the bottom. And again, I use that gold distressed paper to cut out those pretty greenery things. So there are my two cards from today. So don't forget, of course, for September, my September host code is here. And I appreciate if you use that if your order's under $150. And don't forget, of course, for Well Wednesdays, we need to like and comment, and you'll have a chance to win these beautiful two cards. I absolutely love them, and I hope you enjoyed them too. And I love doing fun folds, so I always like to try and show them to you. And I know I've done these before, but we just, bring things back and make them look different with different supplies that we have. And don't forget, you have a few more days left to place an order. If your order is $50 or more, you will qualify for my September class to go, where you'll get enough supplies to make 2 of each of these cards. And I know quite a few of you have already qualified this month, but there's still time for that. So just placing a $40 order and using the September host code qualifies you to get that September class to go. And if you're not interested in placing an order and you just want the class, you can purchase that for $20. So there are a few days left for that. So you have till the end of the month for that. So thanks for joining me for today's Wow Wednesday using the double Z fold cards. And don't forget to like and comment for your chance to win. Thanks again, everyone, and happy stamping.